Sometimes you get in your head and you're unsure of what you should say or if you should even talk to that person. That's what shyness is, and even extroverts can feel shy. There's nothing wrong with feeling shy from time to time, but if you find that your shyness is holding you back in social situations, this video can help. This video will go over how you can overcome shyness using the Charisma on Command method. If you haven't heard of them, Charisma on Command is a YouTube channel that teaches viewers how to be more charismatic and confident. They had a great video on how to overcome shyness or social anxiety in 60 seconds, which is what I will talk about since I found it helpful. Their method is split into 3 steps, and each step takes about 20 seconds each. The first thing you do when you realize you're feeling shy is to stop trying and let yourself exist. This assumes you're currently not in the middle of a conversation. If you're in the middle of a conversation, you can step away for a bit. Instead of trying to force yourself to interact with someone, you should give yourself some time to just stand there and reset. You drop your arms and you just chill out. Take some deep breaths if it helps. You let yourself be boring and you might even feel bored. The reason this works is because doing nothing can help you go from thinking, I need to do this, to I kinda wanna do this. Your feelings of shyness get replaced by a feeling of wanting to do something. What you don't want to do is to do things that make you look busy during the reset. Don't pull out your phone or stand there to look powerful. You shouldn't be worrying about what other people think of you, since this step is supposed to help you stop worrying about what other people think. If they think you're boring, that's fine. You aren't trying to be anything during this step. If you find that you often worry about what other people think, you should know about the spotlight effect. The term was coined by Gilovich, who is a Cornell professor. The spotlight effect states that people tend to believe they are more noticed than they actually are. Gilovich and other researchers conducted an experiment asking college students to put on a shirt with a well-known person on it and walk into a room of strangers facing the door. The researchers predicted that the students would assume that more people would notice their t-shirt than the actual result. The participants thought that about 50% of the strangers would have recognized them and the shirt, when in fact, the number was closer to 20%. This shows that most people just don't care that much about you. People are more focused on what's going on in their world instead of what mistake you made. Once you understand this, you might even be less shy or less socially anxious. You can mess up or look boring, and most people won't remember what happened. The second step is to open up and do things that can ease you in. Charisma on Command recommends you to focus on your arms, voice, and your face. For your arms, you can expose the underside of your arm. That's a gesture that helps some people relax. If you're in a conversation, move your arms more when you talk. For your voice, chime in when you can. Even if you're just on the listening end, you can make some comments to show you're actively listening. It makes a difference if you can get your voice going. If you aren't in a conversation, take some deep breaths. As for your face, when someone is talking, make sure you make eye contact and make some reactions when appropriate. The third step is to talk to someone nearby. This will make the shyness go away. Charisma on Command recommends having phrases to say beforehand, so the interaction will be easier. You don't want to go back into a conversation wondering what to say. That might bring back the feelings of shyness and you might start overthinking. There are 2 phrases you can use for almost any interaction. The first phrase is for situations where you don't know the person you're talking to. Hey, I haven't met you yet, I'm blank, what's your name? This phrase is powerful because it communicates that you know a lot of people, and this is a social environment where everyone is interacting, so you should be friendly. It even works for formal events like a networking event. There's probably gonna be some small talk after you use that phrase, so it's up to you to pivot the conversation to where you want it to go. The second phrase is for situations where you already know the person, or you spoke to them before, so you can't exactly reintroduce yourself. This is random, but... and then you talk about something you want the conversation to be about. If you love Marvel movies, you can say something like, hey, this is random, but have you seen the latest Marvel movie? If they share your interests, that's great. The conversation should be nice and comfortable for you. If they don't share your interests, you can either redirect the conversation to what the other person is interested in by asking them, or you can ask them if they share any of your other interests. That's basically the Charisma on Command method to stop shyness in 60 seconds. You basically try to get yourself in a state where you're comfortable talking to people. I hope you found this video helpful. If you're confused about something, don't be afraid to comment down below. If you want to learn more about how to be more likable, check out the video shown on the end screen.